When you wish upon a star. Actually, that was a wish that I made as a young person, and my wish was to be in the movies and to go out to Hollywood, to be in one of those big movies. There was this audition at Walt Disney Productions for Babes in Toyland. I snuck in, and I got cast, but I didn't have a union card, so they dropped me from the call. Dick Ives called me from Disney Casting, and he said that there was another job for me, and it got me into the union, The Misadventures of Merlin Jones. And it was on that sound stage that I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my career working for the Disney company.
So it was like the third or fourth day, same routine. They got all the lights on and you're standing, sweating, and everything says, "Save it, guys!" So all the lights go off and people go, and so I kind of wait, and the line's almost in, so I meander over and I get in line, and someone gets in line behind me, and I get my coffee and I go off to the side and I'm putting stuff in it, and I look over my shoulder. The guy that got in line behind me, he looks at me, puts his cup down, and says, "Hello, I'm Walt Disney." "Of course you're Walt Disney!" Well, he asked me questions. And to this day, I tell people, I have no idea what I answered, except I kept calling him Mr. Disney.
Had the opportunity to meet Walt again at Disneyland when I was a summer employee, where I was performing in the Fantasyland Theater as a puppeteer. In 1970, I got a call from the Disney company asking me to join the national and international tour of Disney on Parade. I was hired as the ballet master, the assistant stage manager, and Cinderella's prince. Before long, I got promoted to stage manager, then production stage manager, then company manager, then production manager, and my final time and year with the Disney on Parade company, I was the associate producer. So I went to Disneyland, and when I showed up there, everybody seemed to be really impressed with the experience and knowledge that I had gained on the road from Disney on Parade. And they asked me if I would be willing to go to a place in Orlando, Florida, Walt Disney World, only until we can find someone to go there permanently. So when I arrived at Walt Disney World in 1977, I was responsible for entertainment in the Magic Kingdom. But there was only a Magic Kingdom. So I also had responsibility for the resort area. We had the Hoop-de-Doo Review at Fort Wilderness, the Luau at the Polynesian Resort, and we had the show at the Top of the World, guest artists. And I also did special events, whatever they may be. In fact, during my 7 years in the Magic Kingdom, I took part in the announcement, the groundbreaking, and the dedication of Epcot. In 1984, I moved to the convention resort area as the general manager, and then before long, I was the senior producer. I had the opportunity to participate in some amazing events, including many openings. The Grand Floridian Resort, the Caribbean Beach. I even participated on a lesser scale for the Disney Cruise Lines and Disney's Hollywood Studios. It was called the Disney MGM Studios back there when it first opened. In 1998, I moved to what we called creative entertainment, and there I had the opportunity to manage groups of people, producers, directors, writers, designers, and help assign the creative teams to projects. During that time of creative entertainment, they asked me to focus my attentions on finding tomorrow's leaders, coaching, counseling, mentoring, molding, and shaping the leaders of tomorrow. On February 29th, 2008, leap year, I retired from Disney after spending 38 years with that wonderful company.
Hey, Dad. Hey, how about let's get a picture with you and the characters. Well, and so wheeling them down the street, trying to get around into Tomorrowland, and say, who would you like your picture taken with? How about Mickey? Mickey, you know, I know how you are with the ladies. You and Minnie Mouse. How about that? Chip and Dale, 2 for the price of 1. What about Donald? Donalds are hard, but I got connections. What do you think, Dad? Who do you want? Anyone you want. Anyone? Oh, could I get Pinocchio? Pinocchio! Yeah, sure! Call my friends. Hey, you got to help me out. Gene, for you, anything. So we got this great picture of the 2 of them that he put in his barbershop. We head back to the suite, and we're all sitting around kind of reminiscing about lots of stuff and about the day. And I finally said, hey, Dad, by the way, why Pinocchio? Those were the songs that I sang to you when you were a little boy. I've always known those songs. And the message. And he sang, when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are.